Hey guys, it's MJ from I UNPLUG. How are you? I just finished my sessions for the day and I'm heading into town to see a friend, but I felt really inspired and kind of gently guided to just quickly go live and say hi to everybody and also just send some mega love and compassion with an awareness of the challenge of these times. And then as I do noodling, and I was thinking about how like this isn't going anywhere, that the paradigm shift is like it's truly is like some divine cosmic plan, and it's happening, you know, and it's a very positive, beautiful, wonderful thing. And yet the kind of inner truth as I feel into it or sense it is that the only thing that any of us as humans have to face is our emotions, our shame, our guilt, our fear. And we have to keep facing it every time. Yeah, it's pretty like epic. Hi young Niels, how are you? Scott, yay, booyah. And Divine Side, how are you? The lighting is not great. I'm not gonna lie that I'm like noticing the light. Hey Fifth, how are you? I caught a little bit of your share. It's always nice. And actually I was inspired by that, just being on Fifth's live share and then seeing all the kind of, yeah, you know, the crossover and being like, gosh, it's such a community. And it's real. Looks like suntan. Cheers, thanks. It's mainly also like the teeth look quite yellow in this light though. I'm just gonna share my vanity with you guys and hopefully make you giggle or something. I don't know. Because what is life, honestly? Like, although, you know, there is a deep knowing at the same time, there's a deep resonant connection among us because so many of us have these stories that vibe of feeling like these weird aliens and like not fitting in here, and then but not being able to like knowing that we couldn't do the other, and basically having this spirit and passion to just keep sharing here because it's like it's almost like every attempt being made to stay in control and power, which in fairness, if you just be completely non-judgmental and unconditioned and neutral, if you were in the power seat, would you want to lose the power? Of course they don't. Of course they don't want to be called out. It's not fun experiencing our own shame, you know? Hey, oh. It's not as fun sitting with our own guilt. It's not fun having to sit there with our like anger and just be like, oh God, I have been hating people for a very long time. And then like burning through the hatred, burning through the rage, and then be like, I am guilty, but you are forgiven as well. And you're like, divine love. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm like, and that is the emotional transformational storm. And you all make my heart happy, love, Grace. Like, it's so freaking true. So yeah, it's the fact that the people in power positions and control seats who are acting out of alignment with their heart and soul, they also have to have and go through an atonement process to stay incarnate here, because it's Earth. That's the like kind of the all the weird paradoxes about all this stuff. It's Earth. Her being is going through this ascension or awakening or rebirth or transformation. We're just along for the ride, you know? And the more of us who really, really live that and trust that and know that love in our heart, then we can't not express. And it's never it's never exactly what it looks like. The truth that we're sharing is just ourselves in any given moment, you know? The information is being shared just via the the energy is being shared. The important energy, the vibrations are being shared regardless. You know, whether we like gobbledygook the word or whether the information is exacting and accurate, it doesn't actually matter because it's only accurate for the self. Like, we know what we know for the self, and then that's accurate for as long as it's accurate, right? I'm going up to your comment. You're so right, but instructed to shame the devil, and I. In the reorder, do you want things to change? We do not. Yeah, well, pretty much. Talk much? Oh my gosh, that is such childhood. Mimo. It was my ma used to say that all the time. Talk much? And what was another one? When I'd say like, I feel like a carrot, or like I'd want to eat a carrot, I'd be like, I feel like a carrot, and she's like, you don't look like one. It's good times. Gobbledygook. Gook. Sometimes words in themselves are just the juice of life. Ooh, yeah. 9 p.m. Is that my time? No, Eastern Standard Time, which means... Ooh, Gigi Fortress. I want to say yes, absolutely, but I know that Mali might be in bed. But wait. Actually, 2 a.m. That could just be my wake-up time. 9 p.m. on 5th. Fifth world, everyone. 9 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to work it. I reckon if I naturally just wake up tomorrow, because I'm feeling like I've been kind of busy today, so I'll probably go to bed really early. So if I just wake up naturally around that time and you guys are there live, I'll be there. I reckon it would just happen natural. But I can't recall them this morning. I have been having lots of intense dreams. So yeah, I also the dreaming and lucidity. So I'm having a lot of like things happening and me being like, wait a minute, I already saw that happen, but was it a dream, or was it like an insight, or was it reality? Like, I guess that's the idea of like the bending of reality, the merging of reality, is that it just does. And then there's like a more of an awareness of like the innocence of humanity as well, for the most part, of people like just going to their jobs and like doing things, you know, and you're like, great, it's wonderful. All of the above. I don't know what that references. All of the below. Yeah. That's unity. That's unity, right? Yeah, it's all of the shame that comes along with the ego death. Shame and guilt is usually like the emotion that we have to sit with when we've acted distortedly, like out of ego. And I gotta say, the deeper you go into the like the spiritual work or whatever, as in trying to be a decent person, the more the ego deaths are like profound, because the more we learn, the more we're like, God damn it, I did it again. Like, or oh, I didn't even see that program before, and you're just like, and, right, like that is my practice. Lying here in this bed and just be like, shit. So I love selling the transformational technique to people, which is just literally sitting in your emotion until there's nothing left, for the most part, in a sense. That's all I can explain to people. Like, if you just let yourself cry and be like, I give it up, I'll cry all the pain away, just take it away, just surrender my cries and my tears, please, let this pain be, be the emancipation, let this pain be the prayer of if we feel this much pain, this must be the one pain of all the collective that we can be, and tell the devil to get thee behind me, and transform that pain into light. Transform that pain into better feelings where we're not so convoluted and corrupted and mean to each other. Gee whiz. I'm usually going to bed and watching you drink your coffee, but I'm having coffee now. Yeah. See? So it's like, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Maybe I should make this a regular time slot. I've usually done my coaching sessions by 4 o'clock. So, 4 o'clock. Good morning, my friends and family. Except then you're going to get bored of me, you guys. Except no, boredom is an illusion of the old paradigm. I'm an infinite creative elixir. Infinite juice, never-ending creative pizzazz to keep you guys in tune. What is life? What is that energy? I swear to God, sometimes when I do that as well, I'm like, you guys, what are you doing to me? What are you making me do? Hey, Caroline, how are you, my friend? And level so far. Hey, Limitless Love. I just walked the dog. Did you? Yeah, I need to get out. I need to make sure I get outside walking and stuff like that. Same love and grace if I catch the live, you guys end up. I know, I love it as well. I feel oh so blessed over these last few months to have the YouTube community. You never exactly know when you venture into this online world, like what's gonna happen, hence taking leaps into the unknown. Divine sight. I really look forward to like hanging and doing stuff at your studio one day. Hey Sarah, how are you? How important it is to move around. Seems basic, but I just can't get myself to do it. No, but for Rizzles, I'm the gung ho, like this why I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, we will. And then I'm like, but I feel it too, as in sharing that we're not alone when you're feeling in the depths of the maze of the matrix system that we're burning through in the light of our awareness, and like actually going, holy shit, is that real? And think, yeah, that's what's happening inside of us, because we're the projectors into this field in essence. But there's a bioresonance, there's a divine harmony that we're feeling into. It's right there in the heart. It's the altar of God. You know, we do get it. We get it. And again, it's just perpetual infinite learning, and then it's sort of like these graduation points. However, I'm also aware that part of I must reflect back that must be part of like what's happening energetically, is that yeah, I'm weirdly really tired and unmotivated to move as well. And however, I'm gonna say honestly, I do still do my yoga most days, because I just can't not stretch. I can't not kind of like do some down dog and do a little bit of like, so straight talk with MJ. Get your body moving, guys. So really, really simple, something like this, like literally just, oh, hi, do you like my cardigan? Do you like my outfit, you guys? Okay, so a little stretch could literally just be like stretch up, side, oh yeah, that feels so good, stretch up, and then side, and then up, little stretch back with the arms, a little press into the back, lift up tall, a little here, never hurt the back, guys, just breathe into it. You've got to make the sound effects as well. Moaning and groaning is a must when it comes to doing yoga. And then I'm just like looking around my room being like, wait a minute, is there anything that they shouldn't see? What am I trying to do? I'm lowering it so that you guys can like ding. So this forward fold is like a lifesaver. Do forward fold loads. Right here, babies. Can you see me? Can you see my bum? I'm just gonna do this. I'm actually just gonna hang out here for a bit. And this is a juicy one, straight. So see how I'm like in the forward fold? What I like to do is bend one knee and like lift into the opposite boom, and then do that like side to side, and then you can also like, oh baby. Stretch. So, forward bend, side to side, twist around. Woo! Party! But for real, just twist, side, forward bend and back, forward bend and back. So that's it. That's just a little bit. Oh, and then I'd also be like, how you stretch my face, and maybe top as well, because it's good. It's good. so it's like sometimes we don't want to go to a yoga class because we know that every yoga studio is going to trigger us. So except for Divine Sight, I jest, by the way, I do, but. Yeah, sometimes like just having a shower is like where we're at. And sometimes you have days where you're like, I don't want to get out of bed. And that you're like, but I'm feeling this and I think I need to feel and process. You know, any of us that had depressive parents or, you know, or suffered it with it for ourselves, like there are so many humans in denial of the fact that they're depressed and on meds. And I'm saying that with a true heart love of compassion. of we can give ourselves such a hard time, and yet even the people pretending like everything is fine, I really, really don't feel that it is. I feel that there's a lot of energy just scraping on. That's just like trying to be like, hold on, like, I know, I'm in the power seat. And the empathic love heart vibrashe is literally being like, no, you're not. What am I saying? What do I say? Except it is the heart love vibrashe truth from MJ Ultra Love TV. Oh my god. Actually, but then in fairness, I'm like, that's why I go live, because it fucking cheers me up, because you guys are all legit awesome. And isn't it so fun to have adult friends that make you feel like you're a kid again, where, you know, when you're like actually meeting new friends and realizing, like, I have friends, yay. I'm like, but I don't know. I'm saying that with so much love and like, good. I'm glad you're laughing. I'm laughing because woo. New practices throughout the day. Yeah, it's moving the energy. It's like I haven't even smoked a joint yet today, you guys. And I'm really, really like, hi. It's yes, you guys. This is so fucking awesome and fun. To love. And then in fairness, because I'm just aware of my top now flipping off, but also I'm going to show you like what else I do most days. And as in, you guys can see the childhood nature of my serious exercise regime. So my serious exercise regime is lying a lot in this old bed of mine. And then also sometimes this is my like promise to self, is that I get out and walk for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes a day, most days, unless it's absolutely not calling me, but most days at least get out there, you know. And then yes, obviously limitless love. This is why we're all here. Let us be reminded by limitless love, running in the fields. The whole point of all of this is that we're all guided to these epic, beautiful, vortexual places of land that where pretty much we can hang out outside all day, because in a hotter climate I'd be outside. Anyway, stop talking and then watch. So it's like, this is also, I think, how the arms stay healthy and like the core stays proper legit. So it's like, wait, double check. Yeah, I did tuck it. I did the tucking. So this, it's like, it's just this. Oh, can't see. Oh, it's a sweater. But so, oh, hi guys. So it's like this. And then you practice against the wall, and you breathe like a champion of life, and you just see if you can hold that balance for a bit. And I swear to God, you'll feel like a frickin' ninja. Once you start to stabilize in the handstand, you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. It's like flying or like floating. Whoa. It's really fun. So I basically like sort of got like obsessed with handstands back in 2014, and now you guys just get to see the evolution of my handstand. Look all the blood in my eyes. I'm better at forearm. Yeah, I feel that's the evolution. I'm not as good at the forearm balance, but I can stabilize it. But I need to keep working through my shoulders, so I kind of go through both. If that makes sense. And yes, John Beanie. John Beanie is on the creative juice flow, the Fearless Life tribe of like producing content every day and like doing awesome handstand practice every day as well, right? It's so fun. And I think it's probably like good for vitality, and I think it's probably good. No. I know for a fact that playing around and moving around and using your body is good for you. I'm a genius, by the way, you guys. Like, just so you know, what I just said there is fucking genius. Moving your body is good for you. The whole world stands up and applauds. Thank you. I know. Honestly, though. And here's the thing. I'm like, this is all another, like, I guess, paradoxical or like flip of the paradigm of like, I truly don't believe that we have to or are meant to like work the way we've been programmed to work. You know what I mean? Oh, Do you know what, Scott? Do you know what that's making me think of? When I was back in Canada visiting with my niece, we jumped on the bed like lots. Of course, I was actually just jumping on my knees, because if I had jumped on the bed, I probably would have hit my head on the ceiling. but I was jumping on the bed with with Mabel. She's not a baby anymore, but she's 3. But yeah, I was jumping on the bed with her, and Scott, I'm just, don't be foolish. I'm an adult jumping on the bed. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably been done. I have this like pull-out sofa thing downstairs, which actually I've shared from before. Sometimes, and I used to do these like jump and then worm. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like you jump onto your hands, almost get into a handstand, and then you're like, I used to do shit like that as well. So basically what I'm sharing in earnest with you all is that I have never grown up properly. And that's not true either. There's a lot of love, care, and compassion for you. And curiously, although it might not always come across this way, actually a lot of professionalism as well. And business savvy and blah blah blue blue. Who cares? Well, in fact, we all care a great deal. That's why we're here. It would appear a lot of us in the empath community are just not terribly attached to much at all. And so there's just this pure, effortless, creative flow of love and laughs and tears and like, we're human, oh my gosh. And that is all. In our purity and in our innocence, we're transforming some kind of like pretty corrupted, dark, weird ass energy. So I'm proud of all of us for being here. And I'm so thankful that we've met and that we're aligning and that we resonate and that we're like reflecting back like it's okay. Like we're doing really, really, really good work. It's true. It's true. I know when we're lying in bed crying, it might not feel like that. As you're like, why? Wondering. But then we come back to center and you're like, oh yeah, the divine had got me. The divine had got me wrapped in a little protected bubble and all is well. And it's true, right? Oh, you guys. Yeah, I think it'd be really good to go to like, that part of the world. Oh God, I love you. I thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys, I'm sure get that same resonance where we don't, that's not like a thing. Because often it feels very paradoxical, the kind of lives we live when we're, you know what I mean by that? Anyway, and I feel you too. And I really respect everyone and the work that we're all doing, whether or not we're all YouTubers. I know that there's some of us here, and Fifth included, that we're sharing actively on YouTube and Down to Earth Dad and like, people really, and Karen, just everyone. And like, and yet at the same time, it doesn't matter because everyone that's here, it's like, we're all helping each other. You guys showing up and encouraging, it's helped so much. Yeah, right? Snot rag. Yes! And then that's the thing, once we start to hit those emotional breakthroughs and we realize that there's this fluid gateway, it's just miraculous. It's miraculous. It's like I can finally let go. It's just weirdly so simple that I think it does take that disciplining our mind to unravel it all and the courage to keep showing up. Because I know with Fifth, if I can like share, just there's a lot of that similar biofeedback where there's a huge clearing and a huge release, and I know how much courage that takes and how many different edges there are, and at the same time I have to believe and reflect back that is the service, the mother. Wanna cry. The diamond heart, it's like this crystal, yeah, and it can't help but just waterways. It just can't help but just, because the mother loves the children so much. There is that, without being like ego about it or any weird cliche expression, but there is a mother love in all of us, and what we're tuning into here is a divine feminine that's been locked away, somehow, some way. Yeah, clearing out, right? Interesting, you guys. Please. Oh, you guys, I have so much love for you. I'm gonna bow out now. Look, I'm just like, I think intuition is done sharing. But I just want to reflect my reciprocated love to you guys and how deep the gratitude goes. And oh, nap. I had a nap earlier today between sessions, so don't worry. I'll be napping in a bedtime. I loved it too. I really had a lot of fun here with you guys, and I tend to actually really like these afternoon shares as well when I get to them. But yeah, I just, words don't really quite express, but I actually feel you guys feel it, is like the resonance here I think is more powerful than what we can imagine. And I'm incredibly proud of us and this community, and I'm excited to continue the work. I'm now actually, after 20 years of being like, what the fuck, actually getting excited about the work that we're doing and the work that we shall continue to do, you know. On to the next clearing. This is at fifth. It's overlapping. The backlashes with the rise is overlapping so intensely, which is, this week has been probably one of the most intense as far as like just holding the energy as we're clearing stuff out, right? Hi, Falcon. Elliot. Oh, interesting. Yes, I had the right hamstring stuff come up as well. Right, masculine side. It's, I think, about something to do with moving forward in power in the divine aspect, but shedding some of those limitations of the old construct. Holding on, letting go. Yeah, because I went around another cycle, and it's good. It's fine. I'm not like beating myself up, but you know what it's like when you're like, so you're like, anywho, love and light. Team no sleep. Itchy kids too. Very itchy kids too. Interesting. I feel like that's something to do with the energies as well. You guys, I just can't wait to like hang out with you by a campfire somewhere and like smoke doobs and just have. Except here's the thing. It's like the uni is preparing us for this manifestation, because I just got a vision of it, and I literally was like, we're going to be vibrating really high. It's like we would be gurning, because it would be like we'd feel like we're on ecstasy pills, but we're not. We would just be like, we would just be vibrating the hot love in such an epic way in co-creation, and that resonance would just be like boom, boom, which is why I think the uni is guiding us to next June. We're having to kind of anchor in this way in these naturals until we get to the astrology of that timeline, or which obviously we're on, but we're still preparing, anchoring, and expanding as we move. And then as we actually come together, there's just, I don't think we can conceive and imagine it quite yet. And well, until it makes manifest and we're like, oh my God. This time all the tears of release of like, it's true. That's the divine compensation. That's the divine reward, which we all get little tasters of that quite regularly, let's be honest. The divine exists within us. Oh, Mew, I love you. Well, thank you for reflecting that back to me. You guys literally, in these last few months, if it weren't for you guys, I don't think I'd still be on YouTube. Because it's been so deep and dark, and there's been so much of like, we're going to give up. What's the point? A lot of suicidal thought stuff coming back. And yeah, just clearly for a lot of us, stuff we thought we should. And so yeah, I'm really, really grateful. No, I won't. I love it all too much. Very, very selfishly. I'm like, yeah, this is my fave. This is part of my fave bits of life. I would never let you guys go. Plus this is my work, and I really appreciate that that's happening, you know, and I'm honoring that it took quite a few years to really transition the career, but hey ho. Bumbo! I love you guys. Have an awesome day. I can't wait to talk to you soon. You should like just calm the crazy